Welcome to 1000. I have 1000 0-point blank GURPS characters, or blanks. I will be throwing these blanks into various adventures and watching them fight, die, and improve. The rules are many, with several homebrew rules in place, but here's the quick version. If a blank succeeds at a roll, they get better at that roll. This emulates learning what to do. After a certain point, though, failures give points instead. This emulates learning what not to do. Base stats raise slower than skills, and only on failures. Blanks will always be human or the closest variant available. Lastly, every 20 points a blank earns gets it a free character point to spend on anything that a character from its origin universe could have. So, if characters from their world are elves, they get to get elf stuff. The first 2 to 3 adventures will be filled with trial and error, but by the end of the third, everything should be well in hand. Let us begin.
Long ago, in the faraway land of ancient Greece, there was a golden age of powerful gods and extraordinary heroes.
We open in the city of Argos when the king's guards stop by to bother us. They take us to the king, who is very upset at this random woman for trying to sing to him. I mean, kill him. It was an assassination attempt, of course, O king. With this really cool knife. Now, normally the king would take care of this himself, of course, but according to the prophecy, he can't hurt women. So, he tells us to take her far away and deal with it. So, we grab the knife and the lady and we head out. The girl asks to go to the sea, so we do. We have to take her far away anyhow, might as well go by boat. Along the way, we are followed by some rowdy teens who want the girl for reasons. She ignores their catcalls. One young man, Lucianos, approaches. He's handsome and relatively nice, but is also understandably ignored. That would have been the end of this encounter if his witch of a mother hadn't stepped up and told him to just take the woman, like a real man would. And so, the battle lines are drawn. There's a scion for each player. The adventure was intended for a maximum of 6 players, so there are 5 scions. Luke, the 6th, and the old hag, who is yelling unkind things at both sides. 500 blanks stay and fight, while the other 500 go to the sea with the lady. The scions are lightly armed, and easily dealt with. They run away. Luke does not. You see, Luke is equipped with a quarterstaff, a weapon with a defense bonus. He hits harder, more often, and is harder to hit than his friends. He's not losing any time soon, and he's crippling a blank every round. If I need a blank to do something a well-adjusted human wouldn't, I must give them the appropriate disadvantage. I give designation 010 bad temper, and have him hit the old hag who, according to the module, immediately has a heart attack and dies. Luke's too distressed to keep fighting, so we win, I guess. 2 problems. The old hag was apparently a witch for real, and cursed 010 before she died, giving him a penalty to charisma checks. 2. Friend NPC Kieran shows up, patches our injuries, and warns us of Cleonox, Luke's older brother and honorary Spartan. Ah! The escort and the girl reach the sea, and she's the daughter of Triton. Because of course she is! Triton is understandably upset with how his daughter's been treated, and so demands human sacrifice. If the city refuses, they shall face the Wrath of Triton. TM. We regroup and try to rest, but the king wants to collect the sacrifices tonight, and we get in a fight. 3 guards and a dog versus the 1000. It is at this point that I find the Asian honeybee tactic. Observe. In essence, a dog pile. They fall, we loot them, we rest. Day 2 opens with a death. The Wrath of Triton, TM, has come out to cause some doom early, as a treat, and has attacked a boy. The boy dies, but we get a location, and 500 blanks go hunting. Side note, if not in use, assume blanks are earning room and board. Also, to avoid every single blank rolling for every single inane thing every single time, if an infinite number of blanks could reasonably make a roll, then the maximum is 10. Designation 014, 041, 042, and 045 make their tracking rolls and lead us to the cave the boar went into. But once in the cave, all 10 blanks assigned fail their perception check to notice the gas trap, and all 500 blanks walk through poison. Roughly 400 blanks are injured in the ensuing sickness. We make it through the cave and arrive at the river Styx. There was supposed to be an underworld section to this adventure, but we had not the coin to pay the ferryman, so we just skipped it. We get to talking, and between the ferryman and a wayward soul, we find that the boar is immune to our weaponry, but also that there is an island not too far from here, on which the scourge was once slain. Regroup. We need boats. I decide the off-duty blanks have made enough money to rent 5 ships, 20 blanks each, 100 blank expedition. During the voyage, a ship is surprise attacked by Cleo and friends. The fight is dicey, and we take heavy casualties, but when the ship lands, we have 3 sets of Spartan war gear. We leave the survivors of the Spartan attack, blanks designations 059 through 065, with the ship, while the rest head off to explore. Talk to locals, 2 locations of interest. Temple, battlefield, split up, 40 to each location. The Temple of Hephaestus is occupied by harpies. They're cowards, so we walk in uncontested. They cave the entrance in behind us. We could have prayed for help, but given the consequences of failure and our general ineptitude in, well, everything, we elected not to, and simply demolished a wall and escaped. Got some masonry and architecture skill out of the deal. The battlefield is on a cliff, at the bottom of which is the spear used to slay the scourge. Problem is, we can't see it. We solve this problem like we do all others, with bodies. I give 10 blanks danger addiction, and send them down the cliff. I don't even bother rolling fall damage for most of them, but 1 blank, designation 067, makes it farther enough down to not only survive, but to tell his friends about the spear before passing out. We collect the spear and return to Argos. And now, with no further leads, we have naught to do but wait. The Kraken is here for the sacrifices. The Scourge is here in case they don't. Luckily, we don't have to fight the actual Kraken, just its tentacles. And we do this using a method I shall call the conga line of doom. Observe. It takes forever, many are crippled, and a lucky headshot kills a guy. But the Kraken retreats. The Scourge is an entirely different beast. We have but 1 auriculum weapon, the only thing that can pierce its armor. The chosen blank is designation 111. He is given the honor of wielding the spear and Spartan war gear. And the battle begins. The boar opens with a bite that nearly cripples one's leg, but he holds. The shield saves him multiple times, and each strike brings the knockback rules into effect. 111 is completely and utterly untrained, but despite this, he manages to get 2 hits in on the boar before it gets past his shield. His armor saves him from having to make death saves. But he does, in the end, pass out. The next blank picks up the spear, and, well...
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time.
078 gets the lucky strike. And the battle is won. We get 3 days of downtime at the end of every adventure. This time it was spent mostly licking our wounds. And... that's it.